Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dart and this is Dart's World. And today I received a request from one of my subscribers. She would like me to make a jeans bag and it should have the word Jamaica on it and one adjustable strap. So that's what we will be making today. So let's go. Okay, let's look at our material for the bag. For the body of the bag, which is this section here, is 17 3/4 inches, and that's 27 3/4 inches on the short side. So we have two parts. We have the lining and we have the body of the bag. Okay, so we also have the pockets. So we have two pockets, that's the two zippers, one zipper outside, one zipper inside, and those two zipper pockets, they are 10.5 inches by 9 inches. And for this piece here, this is going to be our pocket that will be inside our free pocket, and this piece here, it measures 8.5 inches. Let me open for you. 8.5 inches here by 13.25 on this side right here. All right, let's see what else we have on our table. All right, we have the handle. Let me move this for you. Our handle here, it will be an adjustable handle, bag handle, and it's 56 inches by 3 inches. All right, so that is our handle. And we also have zippers. So we have 3 zippers, one for the top, 2 pockets, and then these are for our adjustable handle. All right, so if you notice, I have the word Jamaica written here, and I will show you how I did the letters. They're actually pieces of felt. I cut the felt and I sew it on with a zigzag stitch. I'll give you an example. So I've cut this one, I'll show you how I stitch it. Okay, it's the zigzag stitch. So we want to go slowly. Right. So that is our J that I just sew. So we have our Jamaica and our hibiscus flowers. Let's place our first pocket, and it's our outside pocket, and we will place our pocket. This is the pocket, but we put it outside because we're making a welt pocket. So it's right side onto right side. All right, so we are making a little box here. So we draw a line on that side. Okay, and one on the next side. And our line here is about 3/4 of an inch long. And now we want to box that in. Okay, and we need one more line. So these lines that I'm drawing here, those are the lines I will be sewing on. Okay, so we will sew on these outer lines, and the white line inside, which is my chalk line, I will cut with my scissors. So I will go ahead and sew onto this line, and then we can move on. Alright, so just cut our thread and take a look at it. Alright, so now we need to cut in the middle, in the center here. So let us fold it. The easiest way to do that is to just start it. So we will start the cut. You can use your clipper or your scissors. Let me use my scissors. And we're just starting. Just like that. Then we can go ahead, place our scissors in, and we're not going all the way to the end, but let us stop here. See? And then we're making corner snip. One snip to the corner, and we will not go all the way to the corner. Alright, so one more snip to the next corner, and we will do the same for the next side. So we're cutting here, and it's about ½ inch, little less than ½ inch before we get down to the line, and then we are going in the corner. But it's near to the corner, but we're not touching the corner. Alright, so that is it. Next step for our welt pocket, we will push everything inside, and pin, trying to make it as neat as possible. So everything inside. Alright, and then we will pin. And sometimes welt pockets look complicated, but it's not. Just need to be patient so you can get the corners clear and everything looking neat. Alright, the last part here. Okay, alright, let us take a look at it now. Alright, let's move our camera to look at it. And that is it. That's our welt pocket pinned. So let me show you how to place the zip. Alright, so our zip will go inside. So it goes behind here. So we're placing it inside. And we will remove our pins and replace them. Now we are pinning the zip. Okay. So we're just pulling the pin and replace it and taking the zipper with it. There you go, we have pinned our zip in. Now it's time to sew. So we'll sew all the way around. Okay, so I have sewn all of that. So let us look at our zip. So this is our zip right there. And let me show you how the pocket will look, the pocket itself on the next side. So I turn it around. And this is how it looks on the back. So the next step, let me move my camera. The next step is to take the bottom of the lining or of the pocket, the pocket, and take it up. Alright, so we will stitch to close it up. So we will stitch this side here at the top. We will stitch this side also because we want to close it up, and we are making it into a pocket to complete our welt pocket. Okay, so here it is, and let's look at it from the front. Okay, so our welt pocket is finished. So that is our pocket right there. So that's one pocket down. Okay, so for our second pocket, this is our pocket here, and it's another welt pocket. So we have placed our right side here down on our right side of our lining. So this is our lining, and just as we did before, we will draw our lines here. So this is the line we will sew on here, and the one in the middle we will cut on. Alright, so from the corner we will cut here. Let me just mark it for you here. Alright, so these are the lines that we will cut right there. Right, so as before, we will stitch here. Okay, so this is our second zip pocket, and this is the inside pocket. There you go. That's our pocket. Okay, so we will add the zipper at the top, and what we have done, let me show you. So we will use the right side here. We put our zipper on top, so right side onto right side. So you turn the zip down, so right onto right, and then you take our line in here and you place it at the top right here. And then we sew the first part of our zip. So we will go ahead and we will sew. Alright, so we have stitch, and we will turn it over. Let's take a look at it now. Okay, this is what we have here. So this is the first side of our zip, and then we will add the second section. But before we do add the second section, we want to give a flat stitch. Okay, so now we have our flat stitch. We have stitched along the zip, and we will add the second part of our bag to our zipper. So we are taking it from the bottom all the way to the top here, like that. And let me show you how to add the second part. So we are lifting in the middle here and take the lining underneath. So now at the top we should have the lining, the zipper, and the body of the bag, and we will go ahead and pin. Let me get my pin. Okay, like that. So we have our zip in and flat stitch. So now it's time to turn it over. Let's see what it looks like. this is it. Right, so let me start from this end. Okay, so now we have our bag coming together quite fine. So now it's time to pin it. Remember to put your zip on the lining side of the lining, like that, and pin. We always should pin before we stitch. Okay guys, so we have pinned all the sides, and the two important things to note: we need to leave an opening for us to turn it over, and the next thing, the zipper that is inside here, we have to leave it open, otherwise we will not be able to turn our bag over. So now we have pinned, we are going to stitch and we will see what happens from there. Okay, so before we turn our bag over, we will do our corners, all 4 corners. So, all right, so it should be 1.5 inches down. We will mark it here. Let me get my pen. Should be 1.5 inches down, which is here. All right, you know, the next thing I need to tell you, when you're stitching, open your seam like that when you're stitching. Okay. Just like that. So now we are closing our lining. Okay, so now it's time to make our handle, and because it's a firm fabric, it's jeans, what I will do is to press the seams first before I pin it. It will be easier than stitching it on the wrong side. Usually we stitch it like this on the wrong side, stitch here and then turn it over. Because it's a firm fabric, it will be more difficult doing it that way. So what we will do today, we will fold it in half and press it. Fold and press like that, and then we want to close it up. We want to close these edges, put them inside like this. All right, like that, and press. Okay, so we'll fold the edges in like that, just like that, and we will press it. So now we have our seam together like that. We can pin it. Just like that. And we will do that all the way to the next end. Remember to stitch both sides so it can lay flat. Guys, we need 2 tabs, and let me show you. This is our D-ring, and we need 2 tabs to work with our D-ring, and this is 3 inches by 3 1/4. Let me show you how we will fold it. It will be similar to our handle. This is how we would stitch. We will stitch on this side for our handle. What we will do for our tab, we will take our fold down like this because we want to minimize the bulk. So we will not stitch it here, we will stitch it in the middle. Take it near to the middle like that. Spin it like that. So we will stitch here in the middle. That way it will not be so bulky on the side, and we will need 2 of these. So let's go. Guys, we have changed the length of our tab, and now it is 1 3/4 inches. And we will place it at the side of our bag, but we want to be sure that it is equal to the next side, so both sides should be equal. So we will take it down about 1 inch, which would be here. 1 inch should be about here. All right, and we will stitch at the top. We will stitch here. Then we will add our D-ring here. Then we will stitch below. Let me show you. Let me pin it here. That was my original plan, but I realized that the jeans is really thick. So we will see how that comes out. So we will first stitch here at the top. Then we put our D-ring on. Then we'll stitch at the bottom and see how that comes out. Okay, let us take a look at our D-ring. So we have stitch at the top and at the bottom, and it's nice and sturdy. This is how it looks. And the next one, this is how it looks. So we can go ahead and add our handle. All right, so now we need to stitch, secure our handle on this side. Then we need to come over to the end and stitch here also. So this piece here will adjust it, and it is attached right here. So we're gonna stitch. Okay, let's take a look at our bag. Guys, let me know what you think. Tell me if you like it.